What's up? What's happening? It's your boy Fearless Eagle right here. It's been a minute. This is another episode where we're gonna be doing the most. Yes, I hope you're gonna enjoy this one, and I hope everything goes accordingly, obviously from my side. And yeah, we're gonna dive into the topic and everything. Today we're gonna be looking at a topic, obviously 2025 predictions. Now, a lot of people have questions concerning this year, what to expect, and what's gonna go down. And I mean, some people took it as far as they went to The Simpsons. I mean, for those who don't know, The Simpsons has a crazy amount of episodes that have predicted the future. So, I was like, you know what? The whole Donald Trump situation, him becoming the president and all those stuff, they predicted back then, even him running as president the last time, they predicted it. There's a lot of things that they've predicted. There's a lot of things that even for this year they predicted. And we've even had an episode of the end of the world, when Jesus comes back. Their prediction was crazy because they depicted the picture of everyone in church going to the bar, everyone in the bar going to church in the end of times, which I was like, yo, that's insane. That is insane. So yeah, we're gonna be looking at 2025 predictions. I mean, if you go back to 2024, there were also predictions that came out that actually happened, from The Simpsons. So I decided I'm gonna go, and ask, ChatGPT in terms of what's gonna happen this year. Because also, if you were in 2024, if you had to go back in time and you decided to do the same thing, there were a couple of predictions that ChatGPT predicted, and guess what? They came true. So obviously, today's show, I'm not saying that it's gonna happen 100%, but it's something that can always be in your mind to say that there is a possibility this will happen. And looking at the current world that we're living in, I definitely think it's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna give a back, we're gonna go back to the future, give you a prediction of 2024. So there were obviously 2024 predictions that came true, and they were predicted by ChatGPT. I mean, AI. And at the end of the day, even ChatGPT, we the ones that created it. So there's 5 predictions that came true in 2024, which were predicted by ChatGPT. And you're probably wondering, what are those? So the first one is AI and technology expansion. So the prediction was obviously looking at everything that is happening in 2024, and there was an expectation in terms of artificial intelligence becoming more integrated into our everyday lives. So that's obviously from customer service, chatbots, to your health care, diagnostics. AI was basically in everything, and even within your self-driving cars and all those stuff. So there was the prediction that AI is gonna get involved in everything. I tell you, everything. When I saw AI, it was when AI was getting involved in cars, self-driving cars, and that was like a future type of idea, and it's reality. So that's the time when I was paying attention to AI and all those stuff. So yeah, last year obviously they spoke about AI getting involved in everything, not just your automatic driving cars, no, not just those ones, everything, even health diagnosis, every single thing. I mean, we have ChatGPT, we have chatbots, every company and all the stuff. Those were the predictions that we were saying. Second prediction was climate change, basically taking the center of the stage. Now, the world united around climate change crisis is what the prediction was. Now you see countries who launched greenhouse, gas infrastructure projects, and it became a global event. Like one example, the Earthshot Prize Award, that came out of that thing, and it brought obviously innovative environmental solutions into the spotlight. And you had places like, I'm from South Africa, for those who don't know, so you had places like Cape Town who decided they're gonna host the award. So they actually hosted the award, and it was inspiring to see, obviously, Africa becoming one of the people who are getting involved in this, and they basically gained global attention. So climate change was predicted to be the center of the uniting, or I was about to create my own word. My own word. There was I was gonna create it, but it's fine because we all know. I mean, it's my show. Yeah. You're listening to this. So that was the second prediction. The third prediction was African music and African cultures are gonna shine in 2024, and they came out of analyzing Amapiano, as a genre, and also looking at your Afro beats, which basically dominated the global charts. That's what they did in 2024. They dominated your global charts, and you had stars like Burna Boy, who decided, I'm gonna do the most. You had Thames and Tyler as well, who were making headlines. So your Africans also decided to, collaborate with luxury brands like Louis Vuitton, Burberry, and they were showcasing the continent's influence on a global scale, obviously global culture. That's what they were doing. So that was like the third prediction. Then the fourth prediction was your whole space exploration milestone, being your NASA's and SpaceX, in terms of them. So for example, you had NASA's Artemis 2 mission, which took astronauts around the moon, and they were marking a major step towards lunar colonization. Now, space tourism also expanded. That actually did happen, with more people obviously booking trips to go to the edge of space, which obviously they say it's safe to say the final frontier is getting closer to home. So that's what they're saying. So it's gonna be easier for us to go to space and all those stuff. So that was one of the prediction, and you saw that with NASA, you saw that with SpaceX. I mean, Elon was doing the most. With 2024 he was doing the most. So that was one of the other predictions. And then you had the fifth one, which was kind of like your last one. There are many others, but this is the last one that I'm gonna mention, being your medical breakthrough. Now 2024 was actually a big year in terms of healthcare innovations. So there was the whole advances in your mRNA vaccine technologies, which were applied to diseases like malaria and certain cancers, and also other that obviously they're in your medical fields. So there's like milestones in terms of genetic disorders and all those stuff. So those are other predictions that were there for 2024, and they actually happened. So now jumping into 2025, you look at 2025. So what can we expect in 2025? So I'm gonna bring down like 8 of them. First one being AI dominance and ethical challenges. Now, in case you don't understand what I'm saying, artificial intelligence is said to become even more, I would say, dominant, and in some way we'll actually see it taking the driving seat, where we just now on the background. So artificial intelligence is gonna be involved in everything, and it's gonna be driving the bus. That's what we should be expecting. And number 2 on the list obviously is looking at your space exploration. Now with that, I see crazy things happening already, and the prediction is that it's gonna be happening on an even greater scale. That's what the prediction is, that it's gonna be happening on greater scale, and we'll be going to past the end or the edge, however you wanna call it, of space. third being your energy revolution. Now there's gonna be different like fusion of energy which might become commercially viable. So there's a lot of breakthroughs that they're wanting to do there, like your solar storage technology. So there's all of these different types of energies that they want to get involved within lives and all those stuff. So that's what's happening within that area. And then you have number 4, which is your whole global climate initiatives, which has to go with your governments and doubling up on carbon reduction. There's like advantages and disadvantages, which is a topic for another show. So that's what's happening with there. Your number 5 on the list is your entertainment sector, entertainment and media trends. There's obviously African music, which continues to dominate international charts, and you have all of these different things that are happening around the world. Number 6, healthcare, innovations. There obviously there's gonna be personalized medicine, which will take the front foot, in terms of offering treatments tailored to your specific genetic profile. So whatever type of genetic profile that you have, and so that it's there, like you can't miss anything or go wrong. So there's also that. And then we got your whole geopolitical shifts now. As AI and climate change are involved in there, there's also other changes that are also taking place, like international relations, which will also take a very big significant shift even when it comes to Africa's economy. The predictions that are there's like growth that they wanting on a greater scale, driven by technology. They want technology to take the forefront in terms of their department. Then last on the list, obviously looking at your whole culture and social movements. Now there's obviously the conversations around work-life balance, which will gain traction with some of your other country experimenting with, like, your whole work week. Now what they're wanting to do is they're wanting to create a whole 4-day working week structure or system, which is also going to help with mental health awareness, and that they're wanting that to also decrease. I mean, there's a rise in your whole mental health, and also preventions in terms of becoming widely available. They want it to be accessible and all those stuff. So those are like your 8 predictions for this year 2025. There's other predictions that are there as well, which is a topic for another show. I don't want to really go into a lot of that because I like keeping it short, keeping this short, this episode short. So if there's anything that you think is gonna take more priority over the list that I mentioned, make sure you do comment what it is. Make sure you do leave a comment concerning what it is, and I'll definitely review it. And if I need to do a show or you request a show on it, definitely gonna do a show. For myself, obviously, the future is mixed. Like there's a lot of possibilities that are there in the future. There's challenges, there's excitements, and at the same time there's reflections of depression if things go wrong, for 2025. But one thing is clear: we are living in a time of rapid transformation because of technology, and it's up to us to actually embrace these changes and become responsible and ensure that they actually benefit everyone. Because when you put the wrong person in specific departments, they can really mess up a lot of people's lives, and you don't want that. You want everyone to be in a better position within their life than where they were. So let's actually do that, be aware, be woke, and actually do the most with what we can. So let's do that. From myself, Fearless Eagle, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Peace out and God bless.